Crafty vet. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, I would say so. He is a veteran. He's playing like it, shooting the ball better than ever, getting in the lane, which is things I'm not really used to him doing, but he's getting in the lane, creating shots, being a leader on and off the court. And he's crafty with the ball, so yeah, I guess that description fits him pretty well.
You guys have been around here a long time. When somebody shows the dedication in the offseason that Keaton has to losing weight, getting in better shape, how does that kind of spill over to the other guys?
It shows that he's determined. As we all know, it's not easy losing weight. It's easy to put it on, but losing it, you got to eat right. You gotta watch what you eat. You got to work out extra. If that's doing extra conditioning over the summer or whatever it is. He did it, and so did Roger. And that takes dedication, and it shows how dedicated he is to the team as well.
Nick, do you think that experience in Coach Ford's system is a bigger deal than maybe it is in other systems? Of course, you played here with Sean as well. Just watching you all practice and scrimmage, it seems like that you older guys really, you know what you're doing. Do you think it's a bigger deal in Travis's system, just some knowledge, some experience?
I do. Once you've been around Coach Ford and his system and his coaching staff, and once you get his philosophy and what he's trying to do with the team, it becomes habit. And once that habit forms, it's just like second nature. You know what you're doing, you know where to go, you know who to pass it to, you know what to run in certain situations. So I think experience does have a big part in Coach Ford's system.
Marshall, what do you like about this system? Because you've got such a nice little low post game that some people might look at you and say, well, he's probably feels more comfortable in a half court type of thing. But what do you like about this system?
I like about the system that it requires you to take what the defense gives you. We ball screen a lot. Some teams hedge, some teams flat hedge, some teams double team, and our system has a counter for all of that. And the big man actually has a lot to do with the offense, even without the ball in his hands. If you're going to come ready to play and you don't listen and do what Coach Ford tells you to do, then it's a big chance the offense don't work, because the fours and fives have a big part of the offense, more than just catching the ball in the post. And a lot of the times the things that we do without the ball could be the reason we win games. Last year we won a lot of games because it was our responsibility to get the number one player in the Big 12 open every game. And when we got him open, we would get open, because our man would help on him or be so scared that he would get the ball. They would create shots for us, and that's just kind of how basketball works, and that's how our system works.
What about these new guys? I know I've seen where you said the athleticism is going to surprise a lot of people. Is that the biggest thing with these guys, or what else have you seen now that you've been in practice for a little while?
Man, I think every one of them is extraordinary, and I'm not just saying that because they're my teammates or it's cameras in here. The athleticism is crazy, but Markel, he's a great one-on-one player. Mentally, he's got a lot of the same things that James had when he came in. Mike's probably the most bouncy, lengthy athlete, can block shots, can rebound the ball. He already understands the system. He's been here 2-3 weeks. Brian's athleticism is off the charts. He rebounds above the rim, blocks shots. He's coachable. JP's just game ready. There's no other way to describe him. He gets to the line better than any player I've ever been here with, or just as good as Byron. I'll say just as good as Byron. He gets to the free throw line well. Darrell can handle the ball in the open court like he's 6 foot. He's 6'7". He's got a big body. He can bang down low. He can shoot the three. I mean, we really got some good players.
Sounds like with all that, Nick, there's no way you guys should have been picked 8 in the league.
Everybody has their opinion. That's why it's preseason. It's not where you start out; it's where you end up. So we have a goal in mind, and every day we come ready to practice and reach that goal. So
I don't know that we've had a chance to ask you about giving up the scholarship and that sort of thing. Kind of take us through that decision and maybe some of the feedback you've gotten since then.
Over the summer, me and Coach Ford met multiple times throughout the summer, the beginning and end, and we were just talking, and he had mentioned something about we might be over on scholarships. We don't know if so-and-so is going to make it, yada, yada, yada. And one thing led to another, and I brought up, I told him if push comes to shove, I'd be willing to give up my scholarship. And once that happened, we figured out that he was going to make it. And like I said, one thing led to another. And I asked my parents if we were financially set to support me, and they were all for it. And that's how it happened.
What about that, Marshall? I mean, what does that say? I mean, you've known Nick for a while, but I mean, that's just, we talk about Keaton losing weight and getting in better shape, but then there's also acts like this that I would guess that kind of brings guys even closer together.
Yeah, no doubt. It's reasons like that, the reason we've been to the NCAA tournament the last 2 years, because of character. You know, it's more than just basketball. And Nick has great character. This is not my first time talking about Nick. Probably won't be my last. He's helped me through so many off-the-court situations that no one will ever know about just by coming to his room. He lived right under me. Just by going to his room, just talking to him, he's always got great advice. Thinks like he's already 30, 40 years old, and we're the same age. And it takes a real man to do something like that. You know, it takes a real man. The process of it, just the attention he's gotten from it, he's going to get from it, and to still be able to go out there and be a leader, a captain on a team who basically they would classify him as a walk-on, I guess, but he's not. He's the captain of our team. And it just shows you his character and what kind of man he is. And we all respect that. That's why we all get quiet and listen when he speaks, whether we're older than him, his age, or younger.
Nick, some people minimize that a little bit. Like, okay, what's the difference? You know, okay, so he pays for it. There are certain things within the rules you're having to give up that you would, I'm sure, like to be a part of. This really is a sacrifice.
Yeah, it is. I've given up a lot of stuff, but it's to better our team. It's to give another person a chance to be on scholarship. Like I said, it's humbling to see another human being able to have what I had 3 years. I know the benefits of a scholarship, and it's a privilege, especially at a school like this and the atmosphere that we have, and just the camaraderie around the school. But it's humbling, and I've given up stuff, but it's for the betterment of the team.